Hey y'all. Um, so last night I did that video and I said I was going to start doing some videos to help y'all get ready for what's coming. We all know what's coming. We just may not know in what form. But life as we know it will come to an end. That might sound overly dramatic, but there's just no other way to put it, because our normal has already changed, whether you realize it or not. The stupid ass China virus vaccine isn't going anywhere, and it's just going to get worse. The masks, even though individual states like my state has done away with the mandatory, the mask mandate, even though it's gone for now, I'm confident it'll be back. I'll probably have to wear one at my job the rest of the time I work there. Eventually, they're probably going to tell me that either I take the vaccine or I don't work there anymore. Well, that's something I have to be ready for. I have to be ready for that financially. So I'm trying. I'm getting ready for that as quick as I can. You may end up in the same position. I don't know, but I fully expect that to happen eventually, and maybe sooner rather than later. I don't know, but I just won't work there anymore. I'm not taking it, period. What was I going? Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about gardening. You can raise a surprising amount of food in a very small space. One of the vegetables I grow every year is radishes, because radishes are ready so quickly. They sprout, it seems like almost immediately, and you can harvest them within like 3 weeks, and then you can plant some more. So that one little area is going to give you a lot of food in a very short amount of time. You don't have to plant them very far apart either, a few inches. Oh, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, and something else I grow, even though I'm not all that fond of them, I grow them every year, is tomatoes. Because just a few tomato plants, if you've grown tomatoes, you know how many tomatoes you can get off of one plant, and it doesn't take very long. It may seem like forever for your very first ones to ripen up, but after that, you're picking them every day. And if you can put a plant in a pot and keep it inside in a greenhouse, in your house or whatever, through the winter, it just keeps producing. The only thing that'll kill it is the frost and cold. So today, right here in this garden bed, is going to be all radishes. Now I can put one, like I can plant one there, and then I can plant one there, and I can plant one there. That's as far apart as they have to be. You can plant potatoes in planters. These, you can plant them in those bigger ones though. You got a full one, and then you can put a second one inside it with the sides cut out. So you don't even have to pull the plants up. You can just raise that second pot up and take the potatoes off the bottom and then put it back down in there, and it'll keep producing. Potatoes are very dense with nutrients. I like them raw. I mean, I'll put a little salt on them and eat them like an apple. And you don't even have to throw the core away because there isn't a core. But you all know that. But the point is that I could grow enough. I'm building 2 more garden beds, hopefully today. But this garden bed and that garden bed, if I did it right, I could grow enough vegetables in just that space to last me all year. You'd have to plant a lot of the same thing, but and I like a variety, so that's why I'm building 2 more garden beds. And some of my yard out here over there is going to get tilled for corn, just because I like corn. There'll be some, and something I've decided, I'm not going to till this entire area like I did last year. I'm going to till that area over there for corn, and I'm going to till some spots around the garden, around the yard, for my vine vegetables like squash and maybe watermelon, cantaloupe, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to till the whole thing because it doesn't need to be, because the vines grow on top of the ground. It doesn't matter if it's growing through grass or on, open dirt. As long as I keep the root area free of weeds, then it's not going to matter much. So yeah, it'll be a little hard to cut the grass around the plants where they're vining out and everything, but so what? It's less work for the same amount of food. So that's my plan. But check the weather today. We have 4 nights in the next week that are going to be below 40 degrees. This time of year, that's ridiculous. This better be the absolute last cold snap. I'm wearing a jacket outside right now, and I'm comfortable. I'm not hot, but at least I'm not cold. Okay, let's move on. Trees, specifically fruit trees. The best time to plant a fruit tree was 5 years ago or longer. However, if you haven't planted them yet, you should do so. This is an apple tree. It got planted last year, and they are a pretty dense hardwood, so it's going to take a while for this tree to produce anything. Luckily, all these trees you see over here, that is the next door neighbor's property. Although he doesn't live there, he just owns that property. I'm trying to get him to sell it to me, but no luck yet. Anyway, right next to me are apple trees, pear trees, persimmon trees, blackberry vines, grapevines, peach trees, maple trees, I think a couple of nut trees. What did I not say? I don't remember, but every one of those trees over there produces something, including the maple trees. Once I get that down pat, I'll be able to harvest the sap and make maple syrup. The sap from a maple tree if you just drink it, it's like an energy drink. It's full of nutrients. It's clean water. It just tastes like water. Now if you boil it down a little bit, you start getting that sweet flavor. The further down you boil it until it's syrup, it's amazing. It really is. So if you're ever out in the woods, I'm packing a spile into my outdoor gear now. A spile is the little tap you put in a maple tree to get the sap. A spile and a canteen cup. Because if I'm somewhere where I can't get the water, I'll be able to get sap. And that'll keep you alive. Anyway, we're still doing gardening here. This whole area, I could probably plant, I have an acre right here. I could probably plant enough vegetables to feed 100 people all year. But I'm not going to do that unless, you know, I've lost my job, or, you know, society's collapsed and I don't have a job I have to go to. Because with a job that I have to go to, I don't have time to take care of that. But if I don't have anything else I got to do all day except take care of my garden and my animals, that's all I got to do. So keep that in mind. You work a job outside the home, don't plant more than you can take care of, because then you're just wasting it. And I've been guilty of that. When I first moved in here, I tilled up this entire, like almost this entire backyard, all the way over to where you see my archery range, which I've got to fix. I need to buy some hay bales. Anyway, I bit off more than I could chew. It was way too much for just me to take care of. Now, if you've got more people in your household, then so much the better, you know. Just figure out how much one person can take care of, and specifically how much each person in your house can take care of, and plant that amount. Don't plant more than you can take care of. That is a huge mistake, because it isn't just stick it in the ground and let it grow. When you go out every day and harvest, you've got weeding to do. You've got, sorry about how slow I'm walking. You know, you all know why. You've got pests to control, whether they be four-legged furry ones or insects. Because if you don't, they will ruin your crop. I've had many crops ruined. That's just the way of it. So make sure your own animals aren't tearing it up too. Like I keep having to get on my dog about walking through my garden beds. Like, walk around, you little turd. Right, come here. Wow, got all the way up on my lap. But she's my girl. I was hurting really bad the other night, and you know, the other half was at work, so I was here by myself with the animals, and I couldn't sleep. It was killing me. And she's not supposed to be on the bed with us, but before I could say anything, she had jumped up on the bed and literally laid down under my leg and let me prop my leg up on her so I could go to sleep. I was dumbstruck. She's the best dog I've ever had. So, but anyway, this has gone way longer than I meant it to be. But there you go. That's your gardening. I know I didn't go in depth on anything, but the biggest, I'll recap the biggest tips here. Don't grow more than you can handle. with the amount of time you have every day. But don't grow more than you can handle, even if that's all you're doing every day. Grow low area, high yield vegetables. If that's not all you're growing, at least grow some of those. Another good one is carrots. You know, they don't take long to mature, but you got to have the right kind of soil for those. Those raised garden beds, they're perfect for it. But if you're trying to grow carrots in the ground in your yard, first of all, if you have moles, they're going to tear them up. Secondly, if you have any clay in your yard at all, it's not a good environment for carrots. It just isn't. They don't grow well. So you need loose, sandy soil for carrots. Something they have room to expand underground. Anyway, yeah, I'll do part 2 of this video maybe today, and I'll try to keep it shorter than this one. Sorry about that. If not today, then probably tomorrow. So just tips on getting ready. So till next time, I'm Mont Victoria Curum. Stay safe out there.